It's official. Katie Price has finally slammed the door on the infamous Mucky Mansion. And trust me, she hasn't looked back once. After years of chaos, heartbreak, and more headlines than anyone could count, Katie has dragged her boxes, her half mannequins, and her surgically sharpened new look into a brand new home. But is this really the clean slate she's been dreaming of? Or is it just the next chapter in a never-ending saga? Before we get into all the juicy details, and believe me, you don't want to miss what Princess Andre just revealed about living in that so-called haunted house, make sure you hit subscribe right now. Join us for daily deep dives into the wild, unpredictable world of celebrity drama. So, let's rewind for a moment. Katie Price, once Britain's ultimate tabloid darling, now 47 years old, has been living under the shadow of one house for almost a decade, the Mucky Mansion. Even the name alone feels cursed, doesn't it? What was supposed to be her dream property, a sprawling 9-bedroom Sussex estate, turned into the ultimate symbol of decline. The place was a mess, rubbish piled in corners, broken furniture gathering dust, mysterious leaks, decaying walls, repossessions, you name it. It was even so infamous that Channel 4 literally turned the disaster into an entire series. That's right. Katie's home wasn't just her living space, it was her brand. A brand of chaos. And then, of course, came the haunting stories. Katie herself swore the house was possessed by the spirit of a child. Pets mysteriously dying, cars vandalized. At one point, vandals allegedly poured corrosive acid on her vehicle while it sat outside. Even her own daughter, Princess Andre, said the place was terrifying, describing it as a really scary house full of bad experiences. For years, Katie clung on to it. But this week, the moving vans finally rolled up. Boxes were carried out, old memories shoved into the back of a lorry. And Katie, dressed in her signature white crop top, baggy jeans, hoodie thrown casually over her shoulders, looked like a woman desperate for a reset. Her destination? A converted 3-bedroom barn, rented at a tidy £4,500 a month. Downsizing? Absolutely. But make no mistake, this wasn't just about space. This was about cutting ties. Katie was all smiles as she unloaded boxes, carried possessions herself, and even laughed with the removal men. At one point, she was spotted hauling a half mannequin into the house. Yes, a half mannequin. Only Katie Price could make carrying random mannequin parts look like part of a personal rebirth. And while she was lugging around her belongings, she was also showing off the results of her latest surgery, a so-called fox eye lift. Katie knows exactly how to turn a moving day into a photo op. New house, new face, new chapter. But here's the real question. Is this truly a new chapter? Or just the same old Katie story, dressed up in a different postcode? Because let's be honest, every time Katie makes a big announcement about change, a new man, a new career, a new project, it comes with fireworks, headlines, and usually chaos waiting just around the corner. Remember, this isn't just about property. Katie has been bankrupt twice in the last few years. The latest? A staggering $761,000 tax bill in 2024 that landed her in serious trouble again. Moving into a rented barn doesn't exactly scream financial security. Some critics are already asking, is Katie really turning a corner? Or is she just buying herself time before the next implosion? But here's where it gets interesting. As she packs up the last memories of the Mucky Mansion, her old single, I Got You, has bizarrely topped the charts. That's right, a 2017 track suddenly rocketing back into popularity. It's the kind of comeback only Katie Price could pull off. A house move, a new face, and a chart revival all at once. Talk about a PR storm. Now, let's circle back to Princess. Because this detail changes everything. In her brand new ITV reality series, she finally opened up about life inside that crumbling Sussex house. She admitted it was full of bad experiences and that she hated living there. Imagine that. An 18-year-old daughter of Peter Andre and Katie Price, growing up surrounded not by luxury, but by rubbish piles, eerie vibes, and constant press stories about her mom's haunted, collapsing home. No wonder she wanted out. And let's not forget, Katie herself admitted she despised the place. In her own words, "I absolutely hate the Mucky Mansion. I never want to see it again." For 9 years, that house was her personal prison. So maybe, just maybe, leaving it behind really does mark a turning point. The timing couldn't be more symbolic. Katie has spent years battling demons, financial ruin, fractured relationships, court appearances, surgeries, and a relentless media glare. Every scandal, every heartbreak, every headline seemed to be tied back to that house. It wasn't just bricks and mortar, it was a curse. So now, picture the scene. A woman branded as Britain's ultimate tabloid train wreck, finally standing in front of a smaller, quieter countryside barn, chatting to delivery men, carrying boxes, smiling, giggling. It almost looks normal. And that's exactly why people are paying attention. But don't be fooled, nothing with Katie Price is ever truly normal. This is, after all, the same woman who once turned her pet horse into a reality show guest star. The same woman who filmed multiple series inside the very house she claimed was haunted. The same woman who can't go a month without appearing in court, on stage, or on the front page. So let's ask the question, is this new house her fresh start, or just another prop in the never-ending Katie Price show? One thing's certain, fans and critics alike are watching closely. Already, paparazzi shots of her laughing in oversized jumpers, chatting on the phone mid-move, have gone viral. The new barn is no secret, and if Katie's track record is anything to go by, the cameras won't stop rolling anytime soon. Here's the twist, though. Part of Katie's appeal has always been her survival instinct. No matter how many times she crashes, she somehow finds a way to climb back up. The Mucky Mansion should have broken her, but instead, she turned it into a TV show, a headline generator, and a meme factory. And now, she's flipping the script again, turning her own moving day into front-page news. Let's not forget, she's been here before, moving on from Peter Andre, moving on from Alex Reed, moving on from Kieran Hayler, moving on from Carl Woods. Each time, there's a house, a new man, a new surgery, a new headline, and every single time, the public can't look away. This is why Katie Price endures, because no matter what happens, she remains compelling. Love her or hate her, you want to know what she'll do next. So, will the rented barn be her sanctuary? Or will it just become another Mucky Mansion 2.0? Already, people are joking that it's only a matter of time before the Fox Eye facelift gets a follow-up, the bills pile up, and the drama floods in. But here's the kicker. Katie doesn't care. She thrives on the chaos. She builds her brand out of it. And right now, with Princess stepping into the spotlight with her own show, and her old track bizarrely storming the charts, Katie is once again at the center of attention. This house move isn't the end. It's the beginning of the next Katie Price saga. And whether you believe in curses, fresh starts, or simply the power of PR, you can bet the cameras will be right there with her, capturing every single twist. So what do you think? Is Katie finally breaking free of the curse of the Mucky Mansion? Or is history about to repeat itself in 3 bedrooms instead of 9? One thing's for sure, we'll be here to cover it every step of the way. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into Katie Price's latest drama, make sure you subscribe right now. We bring you daily updates, explosive celebrity stories, and all the behind-the-scenes details the tabloids don't tell you. Don't miss out. Because if there's one lesson we've learned over the years, it's this. The Katie Price story never truly ends. It just changes location.